Hi Taurus, this is Luke Danny Blue from Seagoat Astrology. Whether you want to be an activist or whether you're just trying to find ways to get involved to do something, I'm going to give you some solid advice for your sun sign. First, I'm going to tell you about things you can actually do if you want to be an activist. Second, I'm going to tell you some things you can do in your day-to-day life. Third, I'm going to tell you some stuff to watch out for. Finally, I'm going to rate your burnout factor on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is least likely to burn out and 10 is most likely. For you as an activist, what you're really great at is lending your determination to a project that reflects your values. Let's say reproductive rights is what really matters to you. You really value women having the autonomy and people having the autonomy to make decisions about whether or not they're going to have babies. I would recommend for you, Taurus, not starting your own project, but joining up with a project that seems really solid, that needs a little extra oomph. Because what you guys are really good at, what you have 110% of, is oomph. And that's kind of a good segue into what you can do in your day-to-day life. You can sort of bring that oomph that comes from your strong sense of core values into your social world. You have this like amazing charm and tact, Taurus. You can tell other people to do things and they're not going to feel like it's bossy the way that they might if someone else did. Let's say you're like at a party or whatever, and a bunch of people are talking about how, like pro-lifers on the left, that's actually a good thing. It's making the movement more inclusive. You can just sort of turn to them and be like, well, what do you guys value? Like, do you value people having autonomy over their bodies? When you stand firm in your values, other people are like, oh, crap. And they kind of pull it together. What you do need to watch out for, Taurus, is that you are the sign of deniers. And by deniers, I don't mean like Holocaust deniers. I mean like deniers who are like, oh no, that's not happening. No, I don't want that to happen because then I would have to change. When you're like, no, everything's going to be fine, and you don't want to change something, that you might actually be acting against your values. So really ask yourself, am I just afraid here? Because your sense of security is going to come from sticking with what you know matters. So your burnout factor on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is never burns out, not in a million years, and 10 is like burns out in about 5.5 seconds, you are super low burnout factor, 3. Even though you're a little slow to get into the action, once you're there, you are sticking with it, and pretty much you can power a whole movement just under your own commitment.